Hello everyone, this is round of 8, Rise of Plebs, the first of this round. LAT D versus Daddy. LAT D who made it to this round by struggling a lot in round of 16. If you remember, their games against Regazor and Old Dirty were very intense and so close that nobody could guess who would win. Compared to Team Daddy, who has had a better transition into round of 8. Team Daddy, we thought that they would lose in the round of 16 against Noobism, but it turned out Noobism was not ready for Team Daddy. Here we have our first game. The information about picks and bans has not been sent to me, which is wrong, and it could cause disqualification. As I said, always send me the replays with picks and bans so that I can talk about that. Right now I have no idea what nations have been banned. For Team LAT D, they have picked British and Mongols. This is random land map, first game, Great Lakes. On the other side, Thoran has picked Inca and Vibrak has picked Aztecs. All four are really nice nations, so it's going to come down to who gets more wonders initially, and one nation out of all of these that is the fastest is Mongols. I am expecting Doko to get Colossus in this game. Let's see if he'll do that. Vibrak is getting a second city. Usually in this map, if you want to grab a wonder, you would want to avoid second city, but both the players have spent food in second city, so it's alright. So, contrary to my expectations, Soren is the one getting Colossus first, which is great. Yes, if he gets the Colossus with Inca, yeah, he could be unbeatable in the long game. Nice raid there by Bybrak. He killed the merchant for Doko so that he can use Silk, and if he's using Silk, then he can go extra commerce right now. On this side, Hanging Gardens coming from Doko. Doko has built both of his cities very close to each other. I think he does not want to engage in any battle at this point. He wants to stay away as far from trouble as possible.
Sweet.
A third wonder from Inca, which is Pyramids. Pyramids and Hanging Gardens from this team. I hope Bybrak has some plan, because if he's not a part of the wonder race, then it's going to hurt him in the late game. And Bybrak is so far away from his opponent that there's no way. I don't think he can hurt Doko here in any way possible. Which gives Doko just enough time to boom up and get enough resources and army to face the Aztec player. LAT team has got diamonds, marbles, wool, sugar, and that seems to be all the rares that they have. No library rare except this one here. Here is the library rare, silk, being shared by people. There is Pappy on this side for Team Daddy. They've got dye, they've got cotton, silver, and peacocks. So I have to say the rares are a little biased towards the Team Daddy, because they have got the library rares. They've got most of the library rares. Maybe this silk, maybe Doko will get some part of the silk. He'll be able to secure it, but Pappy, silver, and dye, they all belong to Team Daddy for now. There's a third city coming from Bybrak. He is booming to 200 eco compared to Doko, who is going to stay at 160 eco for some time, but the thing is he doesn't need to have 200 eco. In this game, what matters initially is knowledge income and not the eco. Here is Doko coming with... Oh, Doko should have saved that horse archer. He could have easily saved that horse archer. And yeah, he's going to lose this unit. He's pop capped already. Nice raids by Doko. And now Bybrak can bribe this horse. I hope he does that. I hope bribe... Oh man, no. Come on, Bybrak, bribe it. Okay, that was a late reaction, but that's fine. And Doko is actually planning to fight here. He has an army. This is a horrible decision. Yeah, I'm sure Bybrak did not see it, but now if he sees it, he better run away. So even though it looks like Bybrak is behind in terms of knowledge income, I think it's not too late as long as Bybrak can launch a very heavy attack on Doko. On this side, how is the player with Colossus doing? Let's see, 100 knowledge income versus 90 for Inca. So I would expect a lot more. I would even expect for Soren to be sending a lot of gold over to Bybrak, because of course he's not going to need that much gold. That's too much. Oh, and check this out. There is a castle being built by Doko, and I have to say that's a lot of army by both Doko and Bybrak. That is sufficient army to, I think, deny this. Although Doko will get a bribe. Even then, not sure. I think Doko's castle can be denied. Is he sending more units? That's the question. And he is using a catapult. Oh, he should have denied this, man. That was bad. I think he should have killed those two villagers first, just to put a halt to it. But it's alright. Doko is now on age 3. Bybrak will be there in some time. I think that's a raiding party, or is that an attack party? Let's see. Here is something building up. And also a Forbidden City coming up for Doko. Doko is pop capped here versus Bybrak, who doesn't have the same population, but he has peacocks, so he will be able to get 7 more units at the same without researching anything else. And this is a very favorable place for Doko, because he could try to bait this catapult into the castle. So here Soren is going for an attack, and yeah, he better attack fast. Inca is also getting a castle here. Inca is for sure not ready for this attack. I mean, he doesn't have the army compared to Soren here, who has a lot of units, and I mean a lot of units. Yeah, that's what I said. The problem with getting these wonders is that it plunges you way ahead in the game. So we've got Doko here, who has about the same eco as Bybrak. The problem is Doko is going to be age 4 way sooner than Bybrak here, and that is the real problem. And Inca, I think... Oh, nice observation by Doko that Soren does not have a scout. You know what that means. If there is no scout, then bribes. A lot of bribes. But yeah, I don't feel very good for Bybrak on this side. I think Aztecs are very strong, and Bybrak could be using them much better, but at this point, he has spent too much time not doing much. Um, he should have known that this hanging gardens would not be a favorable thing for him. So he should be pressuring Doko a lot, way more than what he's doing right now. And I wonder if he loses this catapult again. If he loses this catapult again, that's horrible. That's just horrible. And I wonder why Bybrag never thought he should be making trebuchet or just more catapults. Alright, so as Doko pointed out, no spies, but I also feel that Inca is not making any spies. That's a very nice attack by Soren, and I think he will be able to capture this. Although the city is not completely reduced. Oh man, why are you returning? I thought this was this was a great start. Okay, hey Viet fam, as I am not accepting any donations, so you can save it for now, and maybe whenever we announce the next tournament, you can donate it to the prize pool. I still don't understand what was the whole point of Soren going back to that, because it looked like he was in a very good condition. He should have just continued sieging the castle instead of going back. That he just lost all the advantage that he had. Also, nice raids by Inca. Even and these guys have not found. Oh man, this is so bad. They have not found dye, and they have also conveniently not found silver. This is so bad. That's why it's important to scout every part of the map. On this side, it looks like that Byrak could be h4. He's not going to be very late for h4, but the problem here is that he needs to put pressure right now, or it's going to be too late. And Aztecs, luckily in h4, they are a killing machine. At the same time, I feel that Soren should be in a position to kill on this side. He looks very strong at this point. Oh, so nope. The terrain is very favorable for Inca, and also of course these British archers. They are helping him. They are helping him to keep fighting away. I wonder what happened to the. Oh, so he was raided. Everybody is h4. Not everybody. Soren and Inca are h3. Everybody else in h4. And British, while I think British in this game is good and even nice for a counter to Inca, because you can see that their extra commerce limit, their wealth can reach almost as much as Inca player. And here we have the Inca player with extra wealth bonus from Colossus. So Thorin can get maximum of 300 wealth per 30 seconds, and Inca here, or LAT Inca as British, can get 255 max, which is not too much different. So I feel British is a really good counter for Inca. They can get just as much wealth, and while also getting other resources extra. So whatever is happening here, I think this is a great idea for Soren. Yeah, I don't even know why he did not attack Exeter before. Yeah, he should just go. Oh, nice. Look at that. That's a jackpot. And I am sure now, Doko is going to come there. Help. Let's see the armies. That's Soren's army, and that's Doko. Doko has a slightly bigger army, and of course, Inca is not going to stay silent. He's also going to be come here. But the thing is, the Inca was banking on this defense for survival. I don't think he has enough army to counter this. And here comes a double. I really hope that. Oh man, that's sad. Bybrak does not have the siege. Bybrak at this point should make a move from this water and join Soren, and Soren needs to wait for Bybrak to come. This will be horrible. He's waiting for a siege. He's not moving over there. This is going to be a nightmare for Soren. And here is a double, nice double. Although I really wish that Bybrak had more units, because even with Soren, he's not exactly dominating, which he should be. Nice wonder there. Now this red fort is going to be enough to survive. Let's see, 3 sieges by single siege by Soren, and none from Bybrak. So this is horrible, because you would expect a double to take out Doko, but that was not the case. So yeah, Bybrak is sharing some blame in this game. He's not playing the best he can. I think he could be doing a lot better in this one. And now Soren has also lost advantage. He is no longer stronger than it. They have about the same knowledge income. And Doko is even using silver here, while you guys don't know about silver. That is so. And this is also very sad. Just look at how unlucky do you not find a rare. So previously I said that Team Daddy has better rares because of library, but I completely take that back. Now all the library rares except Peppy are with LATs. And this is GG for Bybrak now. There's no way Doko will die here. Although that's a bad idea to let the siege go in front, but still, it's just going to slow down the death of Bybrak, nothing else. And now we got Inca, who's in this lake, so the trouble is even worse. Oh man, what was that? What was that? I think Soren wanted to get rid of some units, so he just threw them in front of Doko. This should have been coordinated with Bybrak so they could take out as many units as possible. Yeah, this is not looking at all. Bybrak has lost the city, and it's going to go down from there. Doko is also aging. Yeah, that's as I said all this time. Never let your opponent boom so much, or if you know that the opponent is booming, you need to hit very strongly. So yeah, this is game over at this point, because I don't see Soren winning his side. Soren could have won. That attack on this city was great. It's just that coordination was so bad that I don't know what to say. That was a very bad coordination. Bybrak should have been there, or if Soren wanted to go there, then they should have attacked and taken this forbidden city. because that was a strong opportunity for them to take this. Inca was not ready with any siege. He could not have attacked Soren that moment, but now Inca is too strong here. Yep, that's another city lost. Soren would age faster, and I think maybe Soren has a chance there, but he will not make it in time. Doko will 100% kill faster. And here comes the capital capture. Nice play by Doko. Really well played. Yeah, this game was, I think, on this side it was equal, but on the other side there were a lot of mistakes being. Yeah, very nice play by Doko. A lot of unit kills. Both Inca and Soren did pretty well. Not the best attack by Brack. Economy wise, you can always expect highest wealth from. And I'm surprised that Doko had more resources than the British player. It's amazing. So that's our game number 1. Team Daddy has lost this, so now they get to choose the map. Let's get into game number 2. Game number 2 is East meets West. Check out the nations. We've got Bantu, Egyptians, Dutch, and Americans. All of these are good nations for water map. This is combination has been seen a lot in this game. Dutch, I think Dutch are all right. I'm not a fan of Dutch. Americans are good anywhere just because of that thing. But I would still think that Egyptians are much better suited for a map, a water map like East meets West, where you have so much time. Now, good thing that I'm seeing here is LAT team got gems, Pappy, Dye, Citrus, and Cotton. That's all of these rares are great. Citrus on the map specific. The other side has got horses, relics, peacocks, silk, and silver. So 2 library rares on each side, but the other side has a water rare, which is lacking on this side. So without water rare, it is it is tough to guess what will going to happen. Although this is still a nice rare to have. Peacocks, you can have 10% more population limit allowed, and it can definitely be something good. Also, I have to say relics is something very important. So let's just say they are about even, or they're evenly matched in terms of rares. It's not a big difference. Now what I see here is that there is this big gap in Team Daddy's island, which means they can get colonized if they're not careful. On this side, only this part of LAT's map has, yeah, only this part has colonizable shore. If Doko, oh yeah, I think Doko is doing, oh, there is still a part here, but I am not sure if a city can be placed here because there is this rocks. So what's funny is I don't see the instant wonder from Doko yet. Where is the wonder? But anyway, yeah, this side, Vibrak was very fast. He got Hanging Gardens. Oh, that's why I see. It's because both the wonders have been taken by Soren. So this already looks like a very strong start for the other team. And nice thing by Vibrak, he has been able to cover all the shores. So there is no way lads can enter this island. There is a way how I can see Team Daddy entering the other island. And here is something funny. Inca sent his caravan. I'm not sure if this is by mistake or he has something in. That's a weird caravan doing.
On my way.
So that's the magic of Papyrus. Look at Inca. He has 3 signs done already. On this side, Doko is, yeah, Doko is playing aggressive, and that's actually the kind of game you should be playing if you know that your ally is, yeah, if you know that your opponent has so many wonders, that's exactly what you need to do. The question here is, will Bybrak find out? So last time Doko ended Bybrak earlier, and let's see if we'll see a similar take again. And he should know that Doko's senator is here. Something could be coming. Oh yeah, Bybrak is going to find out. There is a, and it's Soren is also here. Yeah, I think this is going to fail. This is going to fail. Yeah, very few units made it here on this side. This is not going to work out. That was not a good planning by Doko. Doko should have sent units. Should have sent. Yeah, Doko should have a navy, a small navy fall leading this transport barrage, so that they could secure them. Now this is just a waste of everything. Yeah, I don't think it's looking very good for. Let's check out the knowledge incomes on each side. 158 versus 140 versus 150 versus 179. So luckily for the lads, everybody is still around the same knowledge income. Nobody is too far ahead. That citrus is helping that a lot, and I'm honestly surprised that lats are able to keep up with the other team, because yeah, the other team has so many wonders right now. I saw oh yeah, there is porcelain tower here. That's four wonders on this team versus, oh wait, or more than that, 5 wonders for this team versus one for this team. Yeah, I wonder what's the plan. Doko has deleted his senate, so he cannot get the free government when he'll. But yeah, 225 knowledge for him, 203, 296. So Soren will soon be leading this boom race. 412 for Bybrak. Yes, Bybrak is no doubt way ahead of everybody else in this game. And that's a lot of units from Doko. I wonder if he wants to attack or do something about this. Maybe if he clears a way for his units to reach the city and just destroy it, that could work very well. The only problem with water maps is that it's not easy to send reinforcements. So if you can take the city in a burst and assimilate that, then you can set up your own base in that captured city. But if you have the same number of units as your opponent, then your opponent will win, because you cannot send reinforcements through water as conveniently as your opponent can. On this side, Inca actually has Science 4 done. But I don't know why his eco is not as great as it should be. Yeah, on this side, the eco for Soren is amazing. 250 everything, almost 300 everything. Doko and Inca need to conjure up some magic right now to win. I don't see how they're going to win this. Every wonder is with Team Daddy, and they're also doing pretty well on the water. Okay, that looks like Dogo is going for an attack, and he's going for president. Yeah, it should have come already. It could save him so many units. Soren and Bybrak are doubling on this side. Now this precedent is great because you can spam so many ships using this precedent. It lets you produce units much faster. $318 ready for aging, and just what I did not want from this team. If you remember, Team Noobism did the same thing, and that's why Team Daddy won against them. Team Noobism got too overconfident. They kept going extra science, extra commerce, and they lost. This has been an historical fact. It has never worked for anybody. But let's see if Team Daddy can make it work. Going for extra researches when not required. Yeah, it's always a tricky deal to say whether it's a good idea or not. Doko seems to be doing pretty good. I think he will age. He will age about the same time as Bybrak, but Bybrak has got where is that? Silver. Yeah, they've got silver, so Bybrak will probably age earlier. And also, well, Bybrak still has so much population limit that he can fill. And look at that metal cell cost. This is amazing. This is just too good to be true. Nobody has such a nice metal cost in Age 4. But yeah, I can imagine Bybrak selling all this and filling up all these open spaces in the university. Another thing that Dogo can do is build docks around this and use this precedence radius to pump out ships faster. Bybrak, first player to age despite going for so many extra upgrades. And he has army as well. With that upgrade done, 721 versus 380. I always say Bantu are just too good for water games. Bantu and Egyptians. This is a great combo. The longer this game goes, harder it becomes for Team LAT to win. So I think this game might go in Team Daddy's pocket. That's this what, 7th wonder for this team. They just don't stop. That's Angkor Wat, Porcelain, Tikal, Versailles. I don't even know when they built Versailles. This is just madness at this point. This seems like a very good revenge for Team Daddy after that last defeat. That's another wonder. Wow. That is Statue of Liberty being built by Soren, and check this out. These guys are like they're ready. So Soren is actually not making that mistake. He did not go any extra. I mean, Bybrak did not go any extra science, which is a very smart thing to do. He has everything he needs. He can age and he can kill. I don't think Doko is going to be able to stop that. He's late for aging. He's still doing much better than Inca on this side, who's just had 280 knowledge versus Doko with 520. I don't know why Inca is stuck at that. Like, he forgot to build a university in this city, and that's not something you can afford to do in a water map. Hey, Spiridon and Dave. Yeah, Spiridon is right. These guys have practiced water maps a lot. They have consistently played very well on water maps. In fact, I don't think they have ever lost the game 3 in any of the games. I just realized this one did not have to be a water map, but I think they kept game 2 as water maps so that, yeah, they kept this water map so that they could show their strength, and it's always good. If you are the loser and if you are strong in a particular map, why not choose that? Inca is already calling GG, and I agree. Yes, they cannot win this one. Doko played very well in this game. This time I felt Inca did not do so well. Their nation choices were not appropriate for this map, especially not against the Egyptian Bantu combo. It was, yeah, this was a disaster. The difference in eco and knowledge income is just huge. Still, highest skills by Doko thanks to his water fights. He did a lot. He also had these cannons fighting away at the ships that came near. Now, this was a waste of wonder, at least in this situation, because he never got to use his army for anything. He never was able to cross the border, this water. So it was, yeah, it was no use. They were just filling up population limits. So let's go into game number 3 now. Game number 3, the last losers, LATs chose Old World. It is clear that LATs feel much confident on a water map. The nations are Germans, Chinese versus Romans and Indians. It's going to be good. Germans being the fastest of these nations, but eventually every nation um, just catches up. The old world is a very random kind of map because you can either end up with something like this where you just have 5 wood, or you can end up with something like where you have so much wood and a big +10 mountain. It is very random. You could be very lucky or very unlucky in this. So it looks like apart from Inca, everybody has been lucky with the amount of wood they got. Everybody has got at least a +8. But Inca is German, so it's fine. He'll catch up. But he just loses that German advantage because he will have to get another woodcutter camp, and nobody else will have to. Another problem here is that Inca does not have. He does not have a woodcutter woods in his own territory, so he'll have to first do a civic research, or he'll have to use this in Doko's territory. On this side, yeah, first library by Inca, second by Doko, third by Bybrak, and foreignist far away. Nice scouting by Inca. Civic first by Inca. He is first city completed. Now he's going for market. One of those things in the build order that I recently published on Rise of Patience. Soren is getting a wonder. Well, I don't know how this will work out on this side. Inca is also, he's got 3 civic. He's getting an extra commerce. So one thing is clear, Inca is in a mood to boom, but at the same time he's allowing Soren to get Colossus, and Colossus is strong in the late game. Now Doko is getting an extra city here. Let's see if Vibrak already knew about that. Yeah, he knew about that. So now he'll have to run away and get another woodcutter camp. This looks very bad for Vibrak. He'll have to spend extra. Yeah, he'll have to spend extra resources. Very good idea by Doko there. That's an awesome use of China. Players don't normally do that. So this game looked completely different. This looks like, yeah, this looks like LAT is doing pretty good. 3 sieges, that's a lot of units. And oh, but they're fighting on water. I and Soren comes here at just the right time. Yeah, Doko is lucky he did not lose his army, else it was very much possible he could have lost everything. Inca is going for a raid. I'm not sure how useful this is, but anyway, the thing is they both should be doing something similar. Especially if one player is attacking, the other player should be diverting the attention. Garden coming from Inca. Inca being German, he has a strong eco there. That is very strong here. And now Inca is here. This is a nice trading party by him. I don't know why Inca is researching this before hanging gardens. This is an horrible choice. Same. He should wait. He should wait for these. Yeah, just not the best use of resources, but it's all right. I don't think he's in any kind of danger. This river is just perfectly placed for the city. Vibrak is the first player to age. 130 knowledge for him, 100 for Doko, 120, 160. Of course, being the Hanging Gardens player, Inca has the highest. Another wonder from Doko this time. So except Vibrak, everybody has a wonder. This reminds me of game number 1. Is Vibrak ready to face the same consequences? This is a very weird terrain. Like I would not want to battle here. This seems like the only possible place to attack. And Inca's raids are they seem to be working. He is annoying his opponent enough. That's a 4th city from Doko, thanks to that pyramid that he has got. And I have to say this is a very strange thing to do in Nomad game. You don't want your Patriot senator to be away from the main city for so long. I hope he deletes it, gets that Patriot here, and maybe try to attack the city. This city is so open. Does he know about this? So he's not done a good job scouting this one. But still, they know most of the map. On this side, they don't know anything about Doko's cities except the first city here. So Bybrak, I feel like Bybrak could be doing much better with this eco than he is currently. And there is no way he's going to take out Doko, because Doko has got a way better army. And Inca is going to bribe these sieges. Soren has made this mistake multiple times in this previous games. He always forgets to get scouts. Yep, he finally is getting a scout. So that just bought about 2 minutes for Inca, which is sometimes more than enough. If Inca has 2 more minutes to fight off against this army, he could age, and you can see that he's close to aging. I really wish that Soren just came over here to attack Doko. That would be much better. Yeah, that would have been made much more sense than what's happening right now. Bybrak will lose this outcome. He should go back. More spies from Inca, and once Inca ages, then age 3 and age 4 have a lot of difference. It's difficult to fight. It's difficult to fight an age 4 army. Again, with even if you have numbers, very difficult. Oh man, Soren had to come back here for Doko and check out that army. This is amazing. 98 population. 98 population for Soren as well. Soren has Colossus, so he could create more units than that. 76 population for Bybrak. And H4 coming from Inca, he's at 88 population. So on this side, Inca is attacking the city. Lucky for Soren that there is a castle, there is a river. There's just too many obstructions. It would be much better for Inca to come from this side and try to attack. Meanwhile, I already think Doko is dominating really hard on this. He will very likely win this. What's wrong here is that Bybrak's eco it never touched 200 compared to, look at Doko. Doko is almost 200 at everything, and of course the German player is 200 at everything. Bybrak should age now. I don't know why he's waiting, and Bybrak really needs to ask for resources, because But Soren does not have resources. Yeah, it looks like it's over for Team Daddy. Although I'm not sure why Inca would attack this city with 2 units and not just go all the way. Okay, that's also not a bad idea. Even though he has to fight on, he still has to fight on the river. Yeah, that was a very weird thing to do. I think he should have just come around and captured this. It'd be much better. But still, I like what it is. He is getting at least one of those 2 cities. Oh man, that's the power of Roman army. Check this out. That's like there's absolutely, it doesn't look like any of Soren's units are dying. But on this side, yeah, Doko will capture that city. So now this is very much balanced, I feel, because on this side Soren seems to be dominating very hard. On the other side, Doko. But the thing is, Soren has a huge army, but he's not captured anything. Meanwhile, Doko has captured the city of Asansol here. There are siege units coming. Oh, the worst direction, the worst place for the siege units to come. That is truly huge army. I just wish there were more sieges. Another problem here is that Doko doesn't need to go to Delhi. He could just go and attack Rome. So eventually, I think that Soren will have to come back. So let's see what's the plan for. Does he know that there's an army coming from this? And as I expected, yeah, this is. I don't know how Soren did not expect this. So this had to happen. His capital was wide open once this city was lost. So I think Soren should have gone for Berlin, but if he's not gone for Berlin, then he should have just tried to take back Byrak city. Because with that capital capture, now he's no longer in the strong position. Very well played by Doko. In fact, I think Doko has been the MVP in all 3 games. Whenever they won, in LAT 1, Doko has had a very huge role to play. And even when they did not win in the second game, Doko played really well. So right now, Doko is in a 2v1 battle and he's still doing fine. One mistake by Soren is that he had the huge army. All he had to do is research military level 4. He would get that instant armor upgrade that Romans get, and that would have been it. Yeah, so Soren is dead now. Yeah, this is his last city. He loses this and it's going to be instant death. That's instant death. That is amazing. I have not seen such kind of instant death in a long time, when 3 cities were captured about the same time period. Very nicely done by LAT. So remember, round of 8 is still best of 5. Only 3 games have been played between LAT and Team Daddy. 2 more games are left. Whenever they are played and they are sent to me, I'll cast them. Thank you for joining me. This was great. We got a 2-1 score right now. And I still think that the teams are very much balanced. We could have any outcome in this best of 5.